We're taking a break this week from model railroading and walking through firewood production here for heating our southeast South Dakota section home. For us here in southeast South Dakota, firewood season is marked by the end of outdoor fall sports such as soccer, cross country, and football. We usually try to have all of our firewood processed by the beginning of model railroad season, which for me is marked by the fall train show in November, the first weekend before Thanksgiving in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We'll walk you through felling a tree and processing it into firewood for heating our southeast South Dakota home. And speaking of that firewood heat, we're cutting now to the first fire that we had indoors here a couple of weeks ago in November of 2025. We're off to kick off our fall firewood season here this morning on the Black Hills and Eastern Railroad. Let's get started. So here I am getting the trusty Stihl MS-291 gas-powered chainsaw ready. We're putting fuel in and we're putting bar oil in and getting ready for felling this standing dead ash tree.
Job well done. Hey.
And just like that, it falls down and then the real work starts. Here Aleta is on my dad's John Deere 445. His is a four-wheel steer model that's got a rear PTO and
Alright, so everybody else is cutting wood. Like that. My dad's cutting wood. Milo's cutting wood. Alright, let's get to work.
And here Milo is on the 35-ton Countryline hydraulic log splitter. He's splitting those ash logs down into somewhat manageable pieces. My dad ended up saying that he wanted them a little smaller than what Milo was splitting them. But he likes them super small, almost kindling size for this one. And here we are back at my home place, setting out pallets for bringing in the new firewood for this season. Here I am on my John Deere 445. We're using this to haul in the seasoned wood. This 445 is a late production two-wheel steer model. The late production part means that we've missed that plastic cam gear thing that wrecks the engines in some of the older machines. And then we crib and stack on a firewood pad very close to the house. That's a few steps out the door, so we don't have it right on the siding, but within almost arm's reach. In another part of the season, my wife's uncle, who works part-time for a local tree service, brought us 2 ash trees that were being cut several blocks across town. And here he is dumping those. And I noted that some of this ash bark, on the trailer at least, was pretty coarse and it almost resembles cottonwood. But then we see here that these ash leaves are connected via branches, so we know for sure that this is ash. This is not cottonwood here. This is good quality stuff, and it's a lot of it. This is big ash. You can see here where the birds have damaged the bark. They're looking for those little green bugs underneath there. And then here I am once again on the Stihl MS-291 chainsaw, bucking those logs that weighed promised. And then what we like to do when we're bucking these smaller size logs here, we like to cut most of the way through and then roll them a little bit so we don't have to put that bar in the dirt and dull the chain. And then here we've got Milo on the 35-ton log splitter again. We are backfilling the firewood that was taken out, the seasoned firewood that was taken out for this year's use. And this will be ready in 2 years. Probably ready before that actually. This is ash. It dries down really well, really fast. But we've got that north pile there that we'll probably use next season. I call this splitter droppings, but it's really just wood mulch that Aleta is distributing to the 2 northern red oak trees in front of our house.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do a video, I was just going to take a selfie. So in case I don't get a chance to do any more work out here before it's time to cut the video, here's the current state. We've got all those big rounds, the huge rounds broke down. We've got about 3 or 4 more. They're kind of minimal sized, and we got the pieces or the shards of the big rounds that are now a bit more easily managed for especially the girls. And we got that pile there behind the splitter, the south pile, and a little bit of the north pile we changed out. We brought some of that wood in. There's some mixed hackberry, soft maple in there, and just some crap wood. Kind of a little bit fire pitty wood that we brought in. We'll probably separate that off and throw that for the fire pit. You can see that corner there on the very far end is what we exchanged for this new ash. We'll probably have to do a little bit more of that here with these ash pieces from the off of the splitter from this year. And you can see we've got a whole bunch of splitter droppings here. We may use that for kindling. We may use that for wood mulch. I'm not sure what we'll do with that just yet, but we'll have to get that cleaned up before winter sets in big time here. So yesterday was a pretty big day, but we're not quite done with our firewood season yet. But here's where this video is done, so we're going to pull the pin here. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, smash that like button. Subscribe for more, leave us a comment down below. Are you a model railroader that burns firewood indoors? I'd like to hear from you, wherever you are. And so long for now. See you, everybody.
Thanks for watching, guys. We hope to see you in the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Now that's disgusting.
Yeah, really.